What is going on, YouTube? Local Mango here, or Sleepy, whatever you guys want to call me by. So, little video today. I've gotten to simulation racing recently, and I got my hands on iRacing. Wanted to give it a try. I'm gonna do like my first 10 hours of playing, and my not review but opinion about the game so far for playing it for 10 hours already. So first, after playing F1, the set of course, all these games, I wanted to get into a game that's simulation but has also professional play. F1 doesn't bring that feature because there's a lot of not noobs, but people just crash out. I mean, it happens in iRacing too, but not as much as in F1. So when I first got it, obviously, like every game, you don't know what the hell you're doing, so it was just difficult trying to get my mind into this game, into simulation, into driving consistently, and then going for being quick. Essentially, it started with I think it was the MX5 Cup, and it was fun, but I'm kind of an open wheel type of person. I like open wheel racing, so I stepped up to the Indy 500 series. And as you guys are watching the video in the background, it was like 46 laps in, and I finally started getting the rhythm down and started being consistent. There is a lot of things that happen. Obviously, I have 20 instances because I was pushing the car. One of the first things is it's not like F1 to the point where in F1 you want to get on the curb for the fastest time, but what I felt in this game, and Indy especially, is curbs will murder the crap out of you if you don't pay attention to them. I've touched them a few times, and it happens in the video, and the car just lets go. In F1, it happens here and there. There are some curbs, like in Bahrain, and some other curb areas where you touch them and you spin out. But yeah, in this game, there's just you touch it with the front wheel, and the car kind of gets like a tank slapper unsettled feeling, and then you just spin out. And like in F1, I feel like you can save out, you can save a spin out, first of all. Second of all, you're not like 10 feet away from the wall every single 10 seconds. You're kind of in the middle of a racetrack. You have grass and gravel everywhere, so it slows down. This in these series, if you spin out, you kind of just hit a wall, or maybe sometimes save it. There's some instances here where I save it, but some other instances where I'm unable to. So let's get into my first 10 hours of playing the game. Like I said, started with the MX5, went to Indy, and first 40-ish laps, I was struggling to get decent time down. I started recording after I got my personal best. I kept people would join, and I would just go down the bracket into 10th, 11th, 12th place. And I was unsure why. I was in the 42, 43 seconds. I was doing my best that I could. As right here, I get into a tank slapper, and then I get back into it, and the car unsettles itself, and I crash. But anyway, so yeah, I was in the 42, 43, and I was like, what in the hell am I doing wrong? I'm as close to the wall as possible, as close to the curb as possible. As here, there's a 0.004 tenths difference or whatever between me and third place, so I wanted to get back out there as soon as possible to get that done. But yeah, I was I'm almost on the curb. I'm high on the wall. What is going on? Why am I losing so much time? And it dawned on me that switching from 5th to 6th feels like they're on the same ratio. Um, so I was like, you know what? Let's stick it into fifth throughout the whole lap. See what happens. The second I did that, I gained like 0.5 seconds or something. Got out of the 42, 43s and got into the mid 41s. And I was like, well, okay. So from there on, it's just, lap after lap, putting the laps in and trying to see where it goes from there. And this was just a practice, a random lobby. I don't know why the race didn't start. Just quit at the end. I wasn't patient. My hands were hurting because I did like 50 plus laps of this on my G920, which is quite uncomfortable for long periods of racing. I found that out on F1, especially if I like a little heavy force feedback. So where the grips are, I might need to get some padded gloves for the whole racing thing, because it's hurting my hands, especially driving this car from lap after lap and trying to get a banker in. So yeah, right now the video in the background, I got knocked to 5th place and I wanted to regain 4th at least, and I was hoping for a podium, 3rd place for my first official race. You guys gonna see what happens with that. But yeah, my plan is definitely to right here is another funny moment. I see two guys, one is on my right, the other one is on my back, so I just let go of the gas. I'm like, okay, let them go, whatever. Let them race together. Second I let them go, they crash. Which is funny as hell. There we go. You're gonna see me shake the wheel a bit as I'm like pissed off because I lost a lap. I let them through thinking I could get some slipstream from them, but it's not how that turned out. So anyway, I want to get into some more sim racing. I'm looking at getting some upgraded equipment. The G920 is lacking in some spots, like obviously force feedback and being persistent, or whatever, persistent, what the hell, being precise and where you want to churn, and just plus there's limited buttons. I do have a button box that's made for Euro trucks as I crash, like a trucking game, which I can technically use for iRacing. It's just, it will be matter of time of mapping everything. But if I get like a Fanatic wheel or something like that, where it has more than whatever how much buttons the G920 has, or has each button that's programmable, it would be a lot better than what I'm dealing with. So right now I'm just looking over at times, trying to see incidences. Thank God I wasn't the one with the most, but again, for a new person, it's expected to be quite up there. So yeah, I want to get a new wheel setup. I want to get back into streaming as well, stream some of this this game, and maybe like F1. I got into a league plan club for F1. So the first race is this Sunday, which I may stream, may not, we'll see. But I definitely want to go with play more of iRacing, and I'm liking the open wheel. Even like GT3 stuff, it's fun to do. It's just, this is more of my style. The like F1, and I'm comparing F1 to Indy, which is a sin, but this open wheel kind of I don't know how to say it. Open wheel F1 style kind of is my go-to. And yeah, so yeah, that's my little review of the game so far. I am liking it. Learned a lot for doing like 50 plus laps in this. I don't even know what was my most laps at the end of the practice session. I think probably over 60. which was crazy to put down. And for the first 40 laps I wasn't improving because I was putting the car into sixth gear, and the car just every time I would go into a turn would lose 10-20 miles an hour, and I was just like getting pissed off with it. But for now I'm enjoying this. It's extremely fun. You guys are gonna see the last few minutes of my practice as I put in my best time. Was really happy with the results, although it's a practice race and a rookie series, which I know some people watching this that are in the upper series might be like, that's the time I'm gonna put down is maybe nothing for some of you guys. But for me, playing the game for the first 10 hours and having improvements like this and learning from my mistakes, like sticking into fifth, sixth, Jesus, when I'm not supposed to. The last thing I wanted to touch on is I found if you're consistent lap after lap, you will kind of keep chipping time away. The second you sort of start going positive on the time delta, you kind of start lap after lap trying to chip away at that. Like here it's minus 0.05, how much ever that is, and that put me into P4 and was really happy. And again, you see like consistency and doing it lap after lap, and just you keep gaining second there, millisecond there, well, how much ever it is, tenths, hundredths, whatever. So I was really happy with that. The leaders were 40.4, 40.3 in that margin, which I got no clue how the hell they found that much time, but I guess it comes with the racing experience. So anyway, my little ramble here. Like I said, I'll be getting back into streaming probably this game and some F1 league stuff, and definitely doing some upgrades to my simulator, if you want to call it that. I want to get a cockpit with as I wiggle the wheel because I'm happy. I want to get like a cockpit so I could be more persistent, more lap, more time saving, or whatever you want to call it. And then I also want to get a new wheel, looking at the Fanatec stuff, like the new direct drive CSO. $350 for direct drive wheel is not too shabby comparing to the podium, which is over 2Gs if you do the upgraded pedals and all that. And then at least with that wheel I can learn and upgrade stuff slowly, like get the better pedals, and with the cockpit have everything mounted, and it'll be pretty badass. So yeah, that's gonna be it for my little first 10 hours playthrough of iRacing. Like I said, enjoying it so far. It's extremely fun, competitive as well, because you're trying to get those lap times, and you're trying to chip away at some of the leaders' laps. But anyway, as the time comes down, that's the end of practice, so I slow it down at the end and go and pull into pits. So 60 laps is what we ended up doing, position in P3, so that's pole. I was happy. I was extremely happy to get at least pole 3. I was, like I said, for the first, I think I did this for an hour and a half. For the first hour maybe I was in the top 10, top 15 area, and after I sort of learned a bit, started chipping away. I hope you guys enjoyed this little rainbow of mine, and hopefully see you next time when I'm going to be doing some upgrades to my sim and getting new stuff, and definitely playing this more. Probably more actual racing, not practice, but I just wanted to jump in and get it checked out. So thanks so much for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.
Okay, go.